Who is Allah? Like this video, comment and share. When we say Muslims and Christians are not serving the same God, people are like, are you okay? Because Allah is just an Arabic word for God. All right, Arab Christians call God Allah. Hausa Christians call God Allah, but the one they are referring to is the God of the Christians, Yahweh. But the God of Muslims, their Allah is not the Allah of Arab Christians, because we can all be calling God God, but we all know that there are different types of gods. Just like there are fathers, children can be saying father, father, daddy, 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 but each son knows the kind of father he is referring to. If you want to understand who Allah is, I'm talking about the God of Muslims, then you have to study the history of Islam. Muhammad's grandfather's name is Abdul Muttalib, and his father's name is called Abdullah, Abdul Allah, which means servant of Allah. So Muhammad's grandfather Abdul Muttalib, okay, and then his father Abdullah, okay, was already serving the God called Allah. That's what Muhammad's father's name means, servant of Allah. So this man was already serving Allah, the God of Muslims. This Allah Muhammad's father served was already there. Okay, he was part of those idols in the Kaaba. You know that the Kaaba existed even before Muhammad was born. Muhammad's grandfather, they used to serve their Allah in the Kaaba. In the Kaaba used to host about 360 idols, and the lead idol was called Hubal. So they were already having their Allah and they were serving. And in fact, according to history, Abdul Muttalib, Muhammad's grandfather, requested Abdul Allah from their Allah, from the God of the Kaaba. So now they used to go around the Kaaba. This the Muslims are doing is not new. The Arabs, the pagans, they used to go around the Kaaba, and when they go to the Kaaba, they used to use this what we call arrows for divination. So if you come in one direction, they will use the arrows. They go around the Kaaba, they use the arrows to know the future and all that. So it was through that Abdul Muttalib requested for Abdullah, Muhammad's father. So that is why he dedicated Abdullah to the Allah and said servant of Allah. So Abdullah started serving that Allah before Muhammad was born. So the going around the Kaaba was already there. Muhammad's grandfather and father was already doing that before Muhammad came to existence. Number two, okay, people going there, like the way they go for the pilgrimage, they were already doing that. The pagans were already doing that. It's not a new thing. In fact, Muhammad and his family is from the Quraysh tribe. They were part of the Banu Hashim tribe. Yeah, that is still under the Quraysh. So they were in charge of receiving people coming from various places to come and serve the gods inside the Kaaba. They were already doing those things. They were already performing the tawaf, going around the Kaaba, sacrificing animals to the gods inside the Kaaba. Now, this is where the story gets interesting. Even the time they used to go and they rededicate the Kaaba, rebuild it, Muhammad used to be part of the pagans. They go around it. In fact, there is a hadith where Muhammad and the pagans, they were rebuilding the Kaaba together. According to the hadith, Muhammad was seen naked that day, and ever since then Muhammad has never been seen naked before. In fact, these pagans used to sacrifice to the idols inside the Kaaba. They would do their own pagan worship, tawaf, what have you. After they finish, they will do some of the meat and come and give to Muhammad. Okay, I'm talking about this before he claimed to become a prophet. He will collect the meat. In fact, he collected some meat sometime and went and gave it to one of his people. This guy said, nah, this meat you are giving me is from the pagans, and I don't want to associate myself with the pagans. So even Muhammad, could not decipher between, pagans and real. Anyways, another thing, Muhammad one day went into the cave of Hira, and then something appeared to him there, no eyewitness. So that's something that appeared to him nearly by him. So he ran away, went to the house, and Khadija had to cover him and blah blah. That was the beginning of his prophethood. So all of a sudden, he didn't even believe in himself. It was Khadija who sent him to a Christian man to now convince him that, hey, maybe you're a prophet. Okay, yeah. And that was all. So anything that comes into Muhammad's mind, then he will tell them to write. It's a revelation from Allah. Remember where Allah came from. All I can say is this: Muhammad received an updated version of his father's way of worship, an updated Allah. So Muhammad claimed that the Kaaba was built by Ibrahim, that's Abraham and Ishmael. That Kaaba doesn't belong to the pagans. So he came and he formed an army, they fought and collected what idol worshippers were worshipping, including his father, four forefathers were worshipping. He fought and he collected that Kaaba there. Now, Abraham never built any Kaaba. There is no historical fact or evidence of Abraham building a Kaaba. Muslims know this. Abraham never go to Mecca. When you check biblical history, general history, Abraham never moved around Mecca. Never to talk of building something called Kaaba. Okay, but Muhammad said it was Abraham who built it. This thing, I have received an updated version of Allah. So the old version of Allah is gone. And then they collected it. They fought and collected it by force. And they repeat the same things those idol worshippers and pagans were doing. The same tawaf, the same sacrifice. They still go there to stone the devil and other stuff. Why do I say Muhammad and Islam have received an upgraded or updated form of pagan worship? Just like what Muhammad's father, grandfather used to worship the Allah. Now, one of Muhammad's companions said that we used to worship stones, but when we receive a better stone, we will leave the old stone and worship the new updated stone. In other words, the stone Muhammad's father and grandfather used to worship, they have now received a different stone better than that one. So they have abandoned the old form of pagan worship and have upgraded it into Islam. Why do I say so? Do you know that there is a stone in Mecca? When they go for the pilgrimage around the Kaaba, they will touch that stone, kiss that stone, believing that their sins are forgiven. One of Muhammad's companions said something very funny. He said, one day he went and he told the stone, he said, "Stone, I know that you're just a stone, okay, but the reason I am kissing you is because I saw Muhammad kissing you and I also decided to kiss it." Let me tell you, when they go to the Kaaba during the Hajj and they perform the tawaf going around the Kaaba, the males don't wear undies. Yeah, they don't wear undies. That ritual doesn't demand for the wearing of undies. And they press themselves. Everybody's trying to kiss, touch. When you kiss and touch, you are now al-haji. And there's also zamzam water anyway. Now, there was a year that God sent locusts as a form of judgment to Mecca. There was a lot of locusts around the Kaaba. And when they go around the Kaaba, majority of people lose their lives. The blood. In fact, there was a time that blood was oozing from the ground of the Kaaba as a sign that something's wrong somewhere. Do you understand? So there are so many things I don't want to talk about. I will do another video. So that is how Islam was formed. And Satan is very wise. He knew that for him to be able to challenge the Christ, he have to also form another form of Christ, but that one should be anti-Christ, another form of deception that will tell people that, hey, this is another God. Do you understand? Muhammad's brain was affected by magic at some time. So he started imagining a lot of things that were not true. So you can't trust that revelation. And do you know that all Muslims are bowing towards the Kaaba? Are you aware? They bow from the rising of the sun. They are all facing the Kaaba. So when you go to the Kaaba, you can face any direction to pray. No need, because they are all worshiping Allah in the Kaaba. That's why you have to understand that this Allah I'm talking about already belonged to the Quraysh tribe. So everything they used to do was just in their local dialect. Yeah. So when Muhammad came, he told them that, you see, you can only pray to Allah in Arabic. That's what they can only pray, perform the salat to Allah in Arabic. Allahu Akbar. Allah is the greatest. And this same Allah, remember, this Allah used to request for blood. In fact, they used to sacrifice their children to this Allah, Hubal, and then the rest. That's, you now understand why the Quran is all about go and you have seen people that when they are fiku somebody for Allah, they are shouting Allahu Akbar, the same thing as the pagans. There are deep things I'm just reserving. I will do another video. If you are blessed, share this one. Satan knows what he's doing and his time has come. We are not afraid to say the truth. Our life is for this. We are not here for content. The Lord bless you. Share this video.